Hello everybody, continuing on with our Whose NHL jersey would I buy and why, today talking about the Arizona Coyotes. Now before we start, please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new. Now let's get to it. So for the Yotes, who will I be picking? It's going to be Clayton Keller. And if you are a hockey fan, you probably know who Keller is. He was drafted 7th overall in the 2016 draft. Great draft class, by the way. And that top 10 really has some impressive names on there that are still doing well and probably will be doing well for years. The reason I chose Keller, the Coyotes have a lot of guys in the future that should be pretty good, but I kind of wanted to focus on the now, who is on their roster, who's confirmed to be on their roster. And while they do have a good looking future, I saw the roster and thought, Keller is one of the few guys that really sticks out on this list, and I have liked Keller for a minute. I think a big thing here, he had a really good rookie year, finished 3rd in Calder voting that year if I'm not mistaken, and then after that he had some quiet years and people started to talk about whether or not he was going to be able to live up to that rookie season, that 2017-18, because the first year he only played 3 games, but the team was able to take a gamble on him and sign him to a long-term deal, 7 or 8 years, and I really like that. I know that it doesn't always work out, but to give your young guy that maybe had quiet years compared to what he had before, significant money was something that you don't see a lot of, or if you do, it doesn't pan out as much as you'd like to see, but I think this is going to be a good deal for them. And another thing, he's been there for a while. The Coyotes are a team that has really flipped a lot of guys off their roster for picks as they continue to hoard them. And Keller is one of those few faces that is not only there, but not a guy that you look at as an automatic trade chip. You thought of some of the other guys they signed that were veterans. You knew at the deadline they were going to flip them. Here with Keller, it might be a little bit different of a story, and he's coming off a very good year, career high 28 goals, and he's 23 years old, so that's a really good sign to think maybe he could be a perennial 30-goal scorer. Tough to say again because it was his first season doing so. But for him, he looks like he'll be in very good shape. Top line player that'll play considerable minutes for the Coyotes during this rebuild. And then going forward might slip down below that top line role. Tough to say again going forward because we have to see how it develop. But he will be a guy that I think should be able to put up good numbers on a team that is rough. But he'll be able to play on that top line, get a lot of minutes, and then hopefully have a glimpse or show a glimpse of what the future this Coyotes team looks like. Again, they are in the thick of it. They are still having some tough seasons, but the future is bright for them. And I think another thing to like about him, he is possibly going to be part of their long-term future. I know everybody can be traded, but again, him being younger on a long-term deal, while that is a nice trade piece, if you're able to build a fairly competitive roster in the next few years, you'd like to see somebody like Keller that's been there and stuck around, hopefully get to be a leader of this team, a focal point of this team, a pillar of the franchise. I don't know if he will still be there in the future, but I think for now, he is definitely a guy I would like to buy his jersey. Who would you like to buy from the Arizona Coyotes? Whose jersey I should say, would you like to buy? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Everybody stay safe. Hey, have a great night, and you go off hockey all right. Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.